Hello, Mooji.
Hello.
I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for giving me this chance to be in front of you. These emotions are very high, but I know that this doesn't matter. I am, and I can see this.
Yes. Can I stop for one moment?
Yes.
Because you say something that I feel is worth mentioning. She say, I come here and I can feel these emotions, yes, but I know they don't matter. Okay? Now, reason why I stopped to look at that is that she exercised her power. Maybe someone would come and emotion, I'm so nervous, and oh my God, and so on and so on, and may say, listen, sorry, I just have to calm myself down and so on. But she say, though sometimes people say, I'm crying, but don't pay attention to that. Meaning that they're not prepared to pay attention to that. That's on the surface. I feel emotion, but don't read me by that. It's not important. The same power you will exercise to overcome and bypass your person also. The same discernment, the same power, the same authority may manifest in you to dismiss your person, the person in the mind, that entity that lives in the mind that's saying, yes, but you're not ready and so on. So you may say, my mind is coming strong right now, but we don't pay attention to it, doesn't matter. That's your power. I want to point that it's your power. The mind can only be as strong as it is permitted to be. But you forget that you give permission to it. You forgot because it's so subtle. You see, you may stand up and you're talking about something, but deeper down, you're avoiding to be in the real truth of it. So something, if you are searching for truth, and at the bottom of your search is some kind of avoidance tendency, you will not come to it. Because as soon as everything looks like the door is about to open, you say, sorry, and or you sneeze, I'm sorry, I need a tissue, and you'll find some way to avoid it. So I liked that happened, that you say, emotions tend to come, or some people say I'm a bit of an emotional side, but don't pay attention to that. And immediately you dismiss it, I dismiss it also. In any way, I dismissed it before. Unless you say it is important, and please, can we talk about my emotion? You say, no, I feel maybe the emotion, but it doesn't matter. And that's good. And now we can proceed.
Thank you. I want to check with you my position, because I feel that this person, it's like in the front of the experience sometimes.
It's in front of the experience.
It's in front, but sometimes, as you said, I log in this, and I go with this person. Even the experience is very beautiful, and I feel what it's about, this life and this existence. As you said, the mind's calm and sometimes feels superior. It tells, you've done this, you are good, or someone will do this more quickly. And I go with this.
Yes. This I that goes with it is a potential in you. It's one of your powers, the power of attention, the power of belief, the power of identity. Without these, the mind, this is the food for the mind. The power of belief, the power of attention, the power of identity. Without those, the mind cannot proliferate. So you say the mind stuff comes up, and it could be something very enjoyable or something not enjoyable. But he seems like he's at the front, meaning that he's in front, not facing you, facing the stuff, isn't it? It's taking responsibility, or it's speaking to a sense of yourself and saying, you're not ready for this. And this is not good for you.
Yes, maybe it's not your time. Maybe
It's not your time, yeah.
also, I can see they are lies, but
Yeah.
it tells me that to awaken is not for
It is
everyone.
telling the idea you have of who you are. It is speaking to your self-image. It cannot speak to your truth. It cannot speak to who you really are. But you are not as yet aware of what you fully are. So it takes you to the place where you are more identified, and it speaks with your identity. You're not ready. And this place of a lower identity is vulnerable and susceptible to the voice of the mind. It's the serpent is speaking. You're not ready. Yeah, I think I'll wait. Sorry, Mooji. So where does your power come from now to see that the voice of the mind speaking to the present position, you use the word position, a very good word, the position that you have located yourself, the mind is speaking to that because there's a lot of charge, there's a lot of nerve endings there, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of identity there, so it can talk to that. You are not ready yet. And because you identify, then it's like, it's right here. There's no space to even observe because it is you. This is the power. You are convinced that sometimes we're not sure if it is the mind or it's you. You have to come to know the difference between your mind and you. And sometimes he gets in and it's like, I. It doesn't say we. It says I. And so you don't see him because you accept. He's saying, now I'm pointing you from another place to say, both the voice that's saying you are not ready and the one who is believing I'm not ready are both perceivable from a deeper consciousness in you. You can see them. It's just that you have not been cultured to look like that. Nobody has forced you to look like that. No one has invited you to look. You don't have the sense yet that you exist beyond this person you presently take yourself to be. By God's grace, throughout your life, you have been changing, your personality has been changing. And each of them, in their moment, felt like you. I am this. But you moved from that, and you can look back and you say, I used to be like that. Which one of these stages of personality were you actually? Well, actually, none of them. None of them. They were just a mode, a phase that the consciousness played. You are able to see the one who says, okay, you are not ready. You're not ready. Is speaking to who? To your self-image, your identity that you accept at the moment, the position that you're functioning from. And the one who hears you're not ready and accepts and believes it, believes that voice into existence, and it becomes your experience. Now some people will say, but that's all I know. The world of I is all I know. You see? But actually, the I and all that it has done apparently, and the memory of its doing and the memory of its identity and the possibilities and potential in front of it to become are all in front of something that does not become. Now this something is not a something, it has no shape. It has no shape. Actually, your truth, yourself, has no shape. This has been changing many shapes, but you are still here. Your ideas have been to many places, but you are still here. But you don't know what this I is. You are the formless inside the form, but not limited in size by the limitation of the form. But this has to become your experience arising out of the authority of your own direct seeing today.
Yes. I resonate with this part. but it's not I can't explain what, but it's what I am. Sometime in the last few days, a question comes to mind, but something resonates in me, in what I am, and the question is, who is talking to the mind? And something laughs. It's something very obvious about this. Who is talking the mind to? Because
Yes. So something is obvious, and great joy arises maybe for a flash. Did you say who is speaking to the mind or speaking from the mind? Which what it means?
who, no, who is the mind speaking
To. Yeah.
to?
Yeah.
Who is the mind speaking?
Yes. Who is the mind speaking to? Who is the mind speaking to? You're not ready, you're not good, and you're not good enough, or you're far too good. He can switch, because either works for his play. You're not good enough, or you're far too good. Either, why? Because it promotes ego, and ego means more suffering, more ignorance, and he worked to keep ignorance going. Later on, we're going to see, actually, that this mind who is Mr. is actually a friend of your opportunity to wake up. While we are in the state of personhood, mind is the demon. He's the funny friend who is friend and enemy. But as you begin to wake up to the truth of who you are, you use him to find the things in you which are still hidden. You will keep biting at them, and you say, I can see that this vasana or tendency is still alive in here. Thank you, mind, for showing. So now I can look at that and also discard that. You say, the mind itself came, and for a moment a thought came, but who is mind speaking to? And instantly there was sort of, and then stopped. Did you keep on laughing? Who is the mind talking to? Look, it's to nobody, or just to some ghost. He's back. But did you go away? You are there to watch this also, this entire scenario. We have given a certain energy. The mind, so to speak, is living on phantom energy. Means that it takes the energy of your belief to work against you. While you are in a state of hypnosis, in believing you are something you are not, or something that's only a limitation of you. Let's carry on. Very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even now, I am here, and also I can see the ego, the person, the mind, that it's playing in the back.
Yes.
Even it's more subtle. And
Don't worry about that. Don't have to turn backwards to find him. Don't worry about that. And before, the presence of of the mind and its activity was more loud, and it gave the impression that it's blocking from discovering the self, which itself is an idea appearing in the self. But each time I say that, there seems to be, you black out. Sorry, I didn't really get that. Could you repeat, please? And I say it again and again. It's like some little switch that you're not connecting, right there. This switch of delusion, keeps the whole world hostage to this delusion. And this is what I persist on this, because I know and see what happens here. You see? An insight came, the question came, but who is the mind talking to? and instantly space opened up because nobody was found. Okay? And then what followed by what? What happened?
After this question, and after and before this question, I was doing the invitation, and I could see and I could experience that all that we are speaking here, it's true, and it's so natural. It's not
Yes.
something that mind tells me.
Yes.
And after that, I've done the invitation for the first time, but for the second time, in the last days, the mind was prepared for this, and
Did his homework.
and said to me, "You have to do the invitation," and all this experience, I couldn't experience.
Yes. You see, look how clever. Yeah? He encouraged you to listen to the invitation. Go listen to the invitation. Because something knows that maybe it creates a sort of pressure like, do I have to? Well, it's all some very, very subtle thing going on. We don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to pursue mind. I'm only interested that you are aware in all of this now. You see, the mind is saying that, the mind is saying that. Us saying that about the mind makes the mind happy. You're advertising its power. Oh, the mind is so strong. The mind just doesn't go away. She's right, I'm here. We are advertising its power. And you put your attention away from you, without whom mind has no job, has no power. I'm talking about mind in its psychological self-portrait. I'm not talking about the general mind, practical mind, and so on, which is doesn't cause this kind of trouble. But this identity is one of his, one of his aspects he plays very strongly.
I feel that now it's a moment to somehow to stay in here, or I don't know how
to stay in,
to see beyond this point that I am now, and if I want to please to help me, maybe to bring
okay.
me on another.
So let's start at the place that you being what, that I can help. Just try, and everyone, don't let the mind fool you that I'm just talking to her. Anybody can find. But somehow you want something, and you who want something now, I want you to zoom in on this and to show me who you're speaking about. You as what is asking for help.
I could see when you asked me that was a trick of the mind, because this I wants to, but something in my heart that can see this,
yes.
knows that
yes.
it's an urge, as you said, to come in front of you. And
yes. And this one who wants to know can seem really, like really earnest also. Please help me to find the self. I can call it the sattvic ego also. It's fine. There's some genuineness there. If that genuine was not there, you probably would not have come here. But you have come here to transcend even this one also. So you come in, please help me to really be, go beyond the present scope of something, okay? And then I say, but even this one, who wants to do it, who wants to go beyond into the absoluteness, could you introduce this one, who it is? And instantly you say, yes, it's true, my heart knew that this one is also a shape appearing. No? So now be in the heart place, what you call the heart place, the place where the heart, is this heart place doing anything at all?
No.
No. Why? This is your place. This is you. This is you. The one who wants to do and do and do It has been an idea you have of yourself, which was instigated by the play of life. Paramatma had set this play to be like that, so that the play of evolution and transcending could happen. And now you are at this place now, where you are just somehow coming to clarity about what is your position, where you started speaking from. What is your true position? You know, see? Is it the one who is asking for help? Please help me to, please, I can't take my mind anymore, please help me.
No.
Then, who are you then? You saw in order to see and to say, no, I'm not that one. Now you know I'm not that. Then who are you? Where are you? Don't think for that. Just be. Where are you? If you're not this one, if you're not the one seeking help to go beyond, then who are you? Who saw that one and can verify that that is a trick also? Can this one be tricked?
No. But
Because, yeah?
a bit the doubt there, and a
Yeah.
little subtle.
Doubt also can be perceived. If you identify, then you give doubt a life, and the doubter also. Like, yes, I'm a bit stuck here. This is a subtle thing. That's your wish. If you feel to look at what the doubt is, or you can say, but doubt is an energy also coming in now, and it slows down my seeing, so that I either must go back to find out what the doubt is before I proceed. So you became an I as a doubter. That which is beyond doubt and beyond belief. You see, I don't expect all of you to be here. Actually, I expect people start walking out because, you know, most people cannot follow this kind of conversation. We have come to this place now. The doubt comes in perfect timing. Just as you are stepping through the door of nirvana. Just a moment. Can I see your ID? And something, Please tell me. Doubt has it has a voice, it has an influence even now. For whom is the doubt? For the heart or for the seeker?
For the seeker.
Yes. How important now to satisfy the apparent needs and aims of the seeker?
No importance.
Okay. So you finish the rest all by yourself now. I will sit here. You conclude.
No words to conclude.
No word?
No.
Okay. Try feeling.
No feeling.
Try situation.
No situation. Repeat again this thought. You will go from the mic and I will appear again.
Go and come back to go and see. Go up there, go around, come around and go back to the mic. And I want to see when here becomes there. Go, do it. You'll walk away from the mic, Mr., okay? It's like the guy who goes, yeah, okay, listen, I'll come back later when you're by yourself. So what about now? Why not now? But you put the doubt in your mind. when you step away from this mic, you see what's going to happen. So do it in my presence. I go, do it. Walk up there, go around, and come back down, and do it, and see, and watch when you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, stop by the person you are and put your hand on their head. Go and tell me which is, just as a marker. Has he come? Has he come yet? Has he taken you? No, keep coming then, keep coming. Because he might just say, yeah, but you blew it, you didn't finish the last... Who am I speaking to? Say.
It's this.
This is meaning what?
I don't know how to
Okay, that's fine.
explain in words.
So the mind said, no, you step away from this microphone and see what happened. So we looked, and what happened? Or did you have another appointment somewhere else? Why didn't come to destroy your freedom, all this thing? You cannot, what difference has happened?
No difference.
Yeah.
Even the thoughts are coming and...
Yeah.
No.
It's very good. Even now the thoughts are coming. Not later. Even now they're coming, and how we are to treat them. What impact they have.
No impact.
No impact. No impact. We had one time in my small apartment in London, we had satsang just like this. I'm reminded of this. And one man, we've been talking like this for a while, and then he finally says, you know, Mooji, it's amazing. He says, my being is filling the room. It's filling the whole room. I said, but that is fantastic. But what about the kitchen? He said, no, it's just in the room. I said, go in the kitchen. It's a small kitchen. You go in the kitchen. I said, yeah, what happened? He said, it's in the kitchen as well. I said, what about the hallway? He said, no, definitely the kitchen is open and it's linked to this. Go in the hallway. He went in the hallway, narrow hallway. He said, it's amazing, it's in the hallway as well. Try the bathroom. In the bathroom. It's in the bathroom as well. Yeah, bathroom. Okay. I said, okay, it's very good. I said, what about the garden? He said, no, it's definitely inside your apartment. Go in the garden. He went in the garden. He says, it's in the garden as well. It's in the garden as well. And then he said, you know, it's amazing to come to your place, and I just want to savor it because I know when I leave, it will leave also. So I said, okay, you go out. It was autumn in London, it's quite chilly. Go out and tell me when you lose this, when it goes. And he went out, he was gone from 35, 40 minutes. He went walking all the way down Brixton Hill, down the station. He came back, you know, and I said, what you found? He said, it is everywhere. So I'd want to test you, see? Because your mind will tell you, you're standing now, you're in front of Mooji, you're but you wait until, I said, go and take it now, challenge him now, go and see. It's a bluff. And we have been responding to bluff by, okay, yeah, maybe I... So you have proven now that this is what? What is this? What is this? Can mind intimidate this?
No.
No.
It's natural.
Natural. And you?
Some sense of I person, it is here, it's
Yes,
still...
it is fine.
but-
I want you, yes.
Doesn't matter.
Does the self, this, whatever this is, does it have to move over to make some room for your person?
No.
No. So as long as the body is here, the vital force is here, consciousness is here, the potential for some thought activity, the arising of the sense I will be there, but this I will not be ego. This I is the I am itself, which is not necessary for the absolute, for what I call the absolute, for the pure awareness, but it can appear there too, without any history, without any desire. It can shine there also. Now you say the sense of I might be still there, the senses are there. It's fine, good, get used to it, they will be there. When the body drops, maybe some change may happen, you'll see. But not to this, to the this, to the isness, to the this. You can call it different name, you can call it Nirgun Brahman, you can call it absolute awareness, you can call it the great void, you can call it whatever. But it is beyond name also. So get used to it. So you don't know that people might say, but the mind is still there. Let him be there now. See what trouble he can cause now. The sense I is still there. Your dynamic self, you may say, that's in the realm of activities, in the realm of duality and experiencing, but it's completely different because it's sitting in the lap of the infinite. I wonder if you follow. Yes, yes. This, for me, is the true conversation of in the human experience. To find that which gives you the sense that you are the one experiencing, and that which experience is experiencing. You are the unmoving inside the moving. Where are you? What is the location of that which can perceive inside and outside simultaneously? Where is the location of it? Like this, you see. Is there any sadness here?
No. It's not a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Even I can say it's not love. How the mind thinks it's love.
Yes.
It's something that feels like home, that feels like you can rest now in the mind words. I don't know.
In the mind words, yeah. Yes. Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes. Can it go away?
No.
Can it be lost?
No.
Can it be deluded?
No.
Is it a blank?
No.
No. Good test. Because if there's blank, blank also is perceived. If it's black hole so will be perceived. It is not this. It's not anything. Anything that you can perceive is never ever going to be something you can perceive dualistically or phenomenally. It cannot be seen. It is behind the very seeing. It is that which perceives, and yet is not tied to anything seen. Now that may not sound appealing. It's like, whoa, sounds kind of... Is it dead?
No, it's not final. It's not the last step as the mind thought.
Say again?
It's not the last step.
It's not the last step.
It's not final. It's not with the... It's not finished. It's not...
Yeah. Something is not finished? It's not finished, referring to what?
This natural state
Yes.
has no end.
There's no end. What about beginning?
I can find the beginning.
And you who can't find beginning or end is what?
It's something that it's perceived.
Yes.
It's a sense, but it's sin that talks. I can.
Yes. Yes. It needs the consciousness is speaking on behalf of the Absolute.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is seeing. This is the dissolution of delusions. Even then, you may hear the term remain as that, even though that does not have to remain as that. But just in case the attention drifts towards the sense of doing, I say remain, which means you are already there. Don't also become. I said remain, stay faithful to yourself. Don't drift towards the mind with your attention. For a while that will still be of value, maybe. You see? But at a certain point, that also burns up. It is said here in India, if you go to the cremation ground, you see that they put the body on the fire and it's burning away, and there's everything, all the wood is on fire, but there's one stick. They call it the funeral pyre, I think it's called like this. Is right? Those of you who can use this word? They use that stick to keep putting on the wood that falls away. Sometimes a piece of body falls away, put everything back on the fire. So everything is burning. And when everything is nicely burning, finally, they put also this stick also in the fire, and everything is gone. What is this stick, you see? This reminder remain also as awareness. When it is no longer needed, this reminder, it also vanishes. We have each been somehow on the journey of self-discovery, and this time that it has taken is important time because it's like reacquainting us with our own source self, because we have developed so much attachment to the unreal, we could not take the full impact of the realization of the real. So we have been starting on baby food a little bit to gradually develop the right appetite somehow to come back to bear your own truth. In fact, there's nothing other than truth to bear their own truth. You've been developing spiritual muscle to discover, and then right as you discover, all your spiritual muscle and you are gone. You are the one that doesn't need muscle. So you must have at least a subtlety of understanding to grasp this, because the mind in a more dense or gross state will not be attracted to this understanding yet. You have come to a seeing. I may say, honor your seeing. Honor your seeing, which means that there is no greater joy than somehow observing yourself. It's a non-dual play. Everything else is taking you to something. Now, as you stabilize in your own self, the play of the dynamic consciousness and the world becomes a very different thing for you. Some jnanis or awakened beings, you may say, for them the world is nothing at all. For others, they have an activity to do also in life, but no one can guess their state, that they are the supreme in that state. And another one may seem to be very active in the life and have a family and all these things, but no one can guess their state, except those who have an attraction to and an urge to discover the truth. They will be like drawn to that presence, because they'll feed through the peace and the joy and the love that emanate as the perfume of that state. Here is a perfect example of someone entering through the door of their own being to themselves. And this is what we see. And since I've been here in Rishikesh, I've witnessed a few of this happening. Rare. Yet everyone is in the pot. Everyone is in the pot. All the fruits are ripening. Some you touch and they just drop, they yield. Others you have to twist and say, no, they're not ready, leave them on the tree. Others too high up in there, the monkeys are eating them. What to do? It's like that. All is the play of Paramatman. It's a joy, it's a privilege for me, it's an honor for me to meet beings like you.
It's an honor for me. And also, I want to remind and thank you of Ramana Maharashi and Papaji and Anandamai and all the awakened beings that was on this planet, because in every place they are. You can find them, yes. And I can find you. And
yes, they have not left. Enough of them is here to their influence. They're here also in this room. They're here to support this, because even this is rare. They are blessing us. Even this is rare, coming together of human beings to look into this timeless subject and to discover, not intellectualize about it, but to discover. We are the seeds of awakening in a sleeping world. We are the seeds of awakening in a sleeping world. Sometimes we feel that, oh, there's so much you have to do, and there's so many wrong things have happened in your life, so many mistakes we have made, and it's so hard, we have a long way to go, and lifetimes to put things right. I say, no. It's not. You could have the worst past, but if you're open for self-discovery, nothing can stop you. Just you need someone who can point out, no, that's not true. Look and see. I do not close the door on anybody because I know you are the self. I don't believe you are the self. I know that is our ultimate reality. It's not in some divine vault somewhere. It's in the vault of your own heart. You have to wake up to it. And you're not alone as a person, actually. The mind makes you isolate. Oh, I don't know if I can do. No. We don't have to worry about all of that. When the time comes, all these things, you'll drop them. They create hindrances and obstacles where none exist, except in the mind. There is one earth, but there are billions of worlds, all existing in you. Your belief, identity, inclinations shape the world you think you see. Your freedom is not there. Your freedom is free from that. And you can see when those who are awakening to the truth, they're just like you. When the Buddha woke up, when any of the great masters woke up, there was not any trumpets, not necessarily. Maybe once or twice. We cannot say it is like this or like that. It may be just like this, just like that. It can be just like that. Then it will continue to get more enriching and more pure and more beautiful.